Welcome to Nissa's Nursery, and today we're talking about garden fencing on a budget. So, as I mentioned previously, we have some pretty enthusiastic wallabies around the yard. They're very cute, but the next crop rotation I'm doing after my tomatoes is going to be leafy greens, and I anticipate that as soon as I put those in, they're going to be eaten straight away. So I want to make a little bit of fencing that is... It's not so much to keep them out, just to deter them. There's enough food around that if something's too hard, they just move on. So I need something that's movable so that it's easy to get rid of all the weeds and everything after the crop has finished up. I need it to be lightweight so that I can move it around the garden. And most of all, I need it to be cheap. So this is what I've done. So materials for this project. I got given some old pallets. They'd just been sitting out the back, getting a little bit weathered, so not of much use to anybody else, but for cutting up. I bought some bamboo stakes from a dollar store. I think they might have been maybe just a couple of dollars. I also had some netting lying around. Anything could have worked though, like chicken wire, just anything with smallish to medium holes. And of course, I did already have a staple gun, but you could use twine to lash the netting or wire. It doesn't have to be staples. I just thought that would be the easiest way to go about it. And finally, just some twine, some string lying around, nothing fancy. I think it was in the realm of $4 or $5. Not a huge expenditure there either. So first I measured what would realistically be the largest length that I could get out of the pallet wood, which was about 90 centimeters consistently. And then I worked out the height that I would like it to be, because I still needed to be able to step over it. I didn't want it to be too high, but it needed to be high enough to deter the wallabies, of course. So I just went with 45 centimeters, which was really easy to remember. I cut those lengths to size. After that, I assembled them in a rectangle, just ensuring that the corners were at right angles. But considering the use, it just didn't need to be too exact. From there, I measured and cut the netting to size and stapled it every maybe 4 inches just to ensure that it was held in place. I also was careful to make sure that there was no gap down the side lengths that a sneaky wallaby could get his little snoots through. So made sure that that was all secure. I made the decision not to attach the bamboo stakes to the actual frame, just so it was easier for me to position them so that they were essentially portable fencing. At the moment, I am planning on using them, of course, in my actual veggie garden, but also where I'm trying to establish ground cover, because the wallabies have proven that they really enjoy my ground cover. So I'm really, really happy with the project, but if I was adding up the twine and buying the stakes, I think the whole project was under $10, so really, really happy with that outcome. We live in such a disposable society now that I really, really love finding things at tip shops or just things that have been thrown out and upcycling them, finding new ways to use them. And sometimes it's really surprising how you can get something really awesome on a budget. So I'm really, really happy with my fencing solution, and now it's just a matter of making more.